Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The usual sea of red here in this venerable stadium has been turned white as we are high above snowy Arrowhead Stadium in KC. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come in at 15-0, 1 win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard.
They're going to look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Timmy Jernigan busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Just the first quarter of attack is going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I missed him, it would have been a long night.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 11 at the 41. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The 7th play now in this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there. A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
Allow me a second here to gush because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass for over 3,500 yards in a season, and he did it twice.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Yet he only won the Heisman Trophy once.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Gain of 15. And a Jaguar first down.
Here's Akers.
Cam Akers.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got a man. Complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Cam Akers, the ball carrier.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 63 yards.
And they've already clinched the playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
37-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And Tate's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
stopped short of the
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Akers. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Cam Akers, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Good.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Nigel Bradham brings him down.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
3rd and 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Ball carrier.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 5-yard line.
Kamara trying again. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Lining up for the extra point.
They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? He's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6.
Once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Markel Lee. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson over the middle, complete to Tate. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Okay, just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At the 16-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw again. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down. On 1st down, Akers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. These 2 teams all tied after 1. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Nick O'Leary with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Rodrigo.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
26 mark. And let's get that ball.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was tackled at the
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a third down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. His throw incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's second down.
LaMarcus Joyner there defensively.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
5-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Jaguar first down.
Now a run with Akers. And some room to roam now. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 50 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Thompson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. And now here comes Kansas City. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Now a dump off here complete. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He is putting on a show in this 2nd quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Kamara. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
So they make the decision to kick it on 4th and inches. That close, and they decide not to go for it.
Well, but short of going for it, I think they got as good of a result as they could have gotten.
Yeah, if you're not going to go for it in that situation, yeah, that's exactly what you're looking for.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's got room. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Tate. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Auden Tate with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, Second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Jackson, buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Jackson's pass.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Kansas City.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Running with Kamara. DeMarcus Walker there on the stop.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On the check down, he finds Kamara.
Complete.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Play action. It's Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And on the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Jacksonville.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Thompson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. KC's offense ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. DeMarcus Walker. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
26 months, 26 months. Not today, you are. Not today. Shut up.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Call that a 59-yard punt return. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Blankenship out for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. And out come the Chiefs now. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw now on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 49, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A Big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. Juju Smith-Schuster, a touchdown reception. Next, we'll stay in the AFC South as we fly through Kentucky and on down to Nashville to check on the Tennessee Titans. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the 49ers as that one's gone to the half. Aaron Jones, a touchdown run in that first half. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys have just about put this one on ice already. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Returning it, John Ross. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And these guys locked into that number 1 seed. That's been a foregone conclusion for a while now. The question on everyone's mind, can they finish the regular season a perfect 16-0?
And it all comes back to philosophy of the organization, philosophy of the head coach, and, of course, the locker room itself. What do the players want to do? And I think what most teams would do in this situation is approach it, let's win every game, but let's be smart about doing it. So it doesn't mean that they're going to go all out if indeed they do need to rest a few people.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again here with Akers. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And Tate's got it. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Jackson. There's that man again. It's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
24-yard gain on the play.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. On the ground, it's Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Jackson to throw, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. Now it's Jackson. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown.
Auden Tate with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw here. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Tennessee. And the Titans have just scored, so they add on to their lead. Aaron Jones leading the way on the ground. He's up to 95 yards rushing thus far. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 25 yards that time. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On first down, Akers. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Audie Tate, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. John Ross. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And this offense continues to pour it on.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Wide open receiver complete. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Sanders has it over the middle. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On the ground, Kamara. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
23-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Chiefs gain a bit of respectability. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Eddie Pinheiro set
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now Ross to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Cam Akers, the ball
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to let one fly for 10. This is caught inside the 15. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
That's good concentration right there, and he did a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. And it certainly doesn't hurt that at 6'5", he's got a big wingspan that allows him to go up and complete that play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at at the 20.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the third quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really, that takes some pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with the recipe of the ground game. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
Complete to Auden Tate. A gain of 16 yards. And a Jaguar first down. That's the end of the third.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Going right back to Akers. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
3rd down.
Here's Akers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Offensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Now a man open open down the middle of the field. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he gets us up to the 34 out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
26.
Bryce Hall there defensively.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
8-yard line.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3rd and goal, Winston. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Nick O'Leary. He scored on the ground and through the air. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right?
Rodrigo Blankenship.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
His kick.
And he's got it up and through. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick
So
off.
after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. And now here comes Kansas City. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. DeMarcus Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Christian.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Yard line.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. Johnson odds poke free. Football's out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the 1st half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo.
Winston's
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston flushed out right. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and they end up making the play.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. So glancing at these numbers, I think they tell a story of, hey, early on, he got hot, he got their attention. They've been able to hone in on him, shut him down a bit.
He certainly did get their attention, and that's the ultimate compliment for a player, that when you come out in the second half, all of a sudden there's extra guys around you, there are different coverages rolled your way. That means you've done something really well. Now it's up to him to make his own adjustment and find a way to beat the new defenses he's facing.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. DeMarcus Walker getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now this one complete on the slant route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you've got to imagine the celebration is already well underway. Smiles on that sideline. Still a little time left, but 16-0 appears to almost be a certainty now. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Winston's pass.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Over 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Today's final score, Jaguars.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.